All right, I'm at Bitcoin Amsterdam 2024. I'm here with Gavin. He's from Tax Network USA Inc. And I thought this would be something you guys would definitely want to learn about since most of you come from the United States. Gavin, can you tell us about something that your company does? One of the key developments in recent years has been the clarification of tax reporting requirements for cryptocurrency. The IRS now explicitly asks on the front page of tax forms whether the taxpayer has engaged in any crypto transactions during the year. And this requirement includes not only sales but also trades between cryptocurrencies, the use of crypto to purchase goods or services, and even receiving crypto as income or payment. It is important to note that crypto-to-crypto trades are taxable events. For example, if you trade Ethereum for Bitcoin, even if you never convert it either back to USD, the IRS treats this as a taxable transaction. You would owe taxes on the difference between the value of the Ethereum at the time you acquired it and its value when you traded it for Bitcoin. This is one of the more complex aspects of crypto taxation, as many traders often engage in frequent trades, leading to potentially hundreds or thousands of taxable events each year. Cryptocurrency exchanges are also required to report transactions to the IRS. Starting in 2023 and continuing into 2024, exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, and others are expected to issue Form 1099 for its users, similar to the way brokerage firms report stock trades. And this form provides the IRS with information about your transactions, making it much harder for crypto investors to evade reporting their crypto activities. Now, for the regular folks like you and me, there's no escaping this either. You can create 100 wallets if you want to and have money be sent to you. But that account has been funded by an exchange account sometime in the history of its existence. To be able to use that money in the real world, the funds need to be transferred to an exchange. And these exchanges uphold more and more KYC rules because they do not want to be shut down. Which means that due to the nature of the blockchain, where everything is traceable, your funds will eventually pop up. All right, I'm at Bitcoin Amsterdam 2024. I'm here with Gavin. He's from Tax Network USA Inc. And I thought this would be something you guys would definitely want to learn about since most of you come from the United States. Gavin, can you tell us about something that your company does?
We avoid taxes, and sometimes there are problems that have already been created, and sometimes we plan for problems that are on the way. There are a lot of them right now. Scams, hacks, unrealized capital gains, people getting hit with 1099s from exchanges that say that they made way more money than they did make because they're day trading. So they record every time you have a capital gain, but none of your losses. It's been a bit of a mess in the crypto space as far as taxation. So we're looking to equalize that and give us really like Bitcoiners, crypto people, we're looking to give them an even playing field with the government.
That's a good thing. I actually uploaded a video, I think it was 2 days ago, about crypto tax. And this, yeah, really, and especially in the United States, and how it differs from us here in the Netherlands. Because here I have to take a screenshot on January 1st, and then our government is using that to determine what the size of our assets is. Right. So everything in total, you know, like the house you own and the savings that you have and the crypto as well. And then let's say it's 100,000 on January 1st. But then 1 month later, it's 50,000. You're still going to get taxed for that 100,000.
Yeah.
So how can your company help, or what is it that you do to help other people? Do you have certain structures or legal entities in between, or?
Several. Tax is unfortunately not one size fits all. Right now, for people in the Netherlands, we're going to be moving a lot of crypto out of the Netherlands, which I think is unfortunate that has to happen. You guys should be innovating. People who have Bitcoin in the Netherlands already are on the forefront of technology. I've got people who are really productive people here trying to move to, El Salvador and tax havens and all these other countries, just trying to avoid taxes that frankly, the government should be pushing this forward, not trying to stop it and steal it, We use a lot of corporations, we use a lot of trusts, we use combinations of both of those. We use offshore structures in the Caribbean, Swiss banking, South Pacific, tax havens, basically.
So, yeah. And how, I can imagine that if someone has like, let's say $50,000 or euros,
right,
that maybe for some people isn't a lot of money, but for them it is a lot of money because it took them a lot of time to either save that together or to build their portfolio that size. Is there like a certain threshold that makes it interesting for people to move their assets?
I would say typically if you're going to move them offshore, look at 300 plus thousand, 200 maybe, because you have something to lose. You might be taxed $100,000, right? However, if you're in the country, you have something like 50,000 euros. Start thinking in terms of using businesses to hold your currency or your digital assets. Because if you're using businesses, they're not taxed on every little capital gain. They are taxed on what? Profits.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have profits. Sometimes you have a lot of profits and I make it look like you don't have any profits, right? So you have to think about they're playing their game. How do you play your game to be a step ahead of them?
And then let's say someone is opening up a limited, because here in the Netherlands it's called a BV. So the thing we have here, because I have my own BV, actually I have my own company as well. But the thing is, let's say I put all my real estate in there, I put all my crypto assets in there, and everything basically making me passive income. As soon as I'm going to sell that,
Yes.
I'm gonna get taxed real hard. If I'm going to pull my money out, I'm gonna be taxed in dividends as well, like dividend tax. I forgot how high it is, but there's a lot of taxation going on within a BV, for instance, or in the holding structure.
Right.
How can you make that more interesting, for instance? Like in a short
You have
version?
no idea.
No, apparently, yeah.
It's combinations of items. Perfect example. Let's say I have an LLC or like you're saying a BV, and it's got all this income coming into it. Where does the income go? Does it go to your taxpayer identification number? Well, that's going to be a problem. Why can't I have it go to a different kind of company who pays a much lower tax rate? Why can't I have it go to a different entity that doesn't pay any tax until you cash out? Why does it all have to be in Netherlands? What if that company is owned by a foreign company? I mean, there are a ton of tax havens in Europe. Maybe it's
Yeah.
Andorra,
Like Ireland.
Ireland. Even Ireland is like 12, 15%, right? It's too much, right? And you're just paying your tax money to them, not to your own country. I'd rather pay it here, right? Or all that can go back, all that activity can go back to a company that's not even in this country.
And so obviously you're United States based, I believe.
Correct.
And you have clients throughout the entire world.
Throughout the world.
Do you have like offices here in the Netherlands as well, or just in the United States?
No,
or?
what we've ended up doing is we have a lot of offices, multiple. It's about 150 people at the firm with licenses, certifications, etc. A lot of backgrounds from around the world. However, we don't have an office specifically in the Netherlands because I may have a client in England. You know, I've got clients in Spain, literally all over Europe, Asia, South America. So it doesn't really make sense to just say we're just specifically working on this one thing, right? The goal is to avoid excessive taxation, right? Because it's always told you like you have to pay your fair share. Is 52% your fair share?
That's a lot.
I don't think so,
That's a lot.
right? What did you do?
If some of the people from my audience, which I know some of you are, is very wealthy, let's say they have over so let's take the threshold of $300,000, and it could be interesting for them to work with you or your firm. What's the best way to reach you guys to see if you can do business together?
Just email me. Email me is the easiest. George, so GEGEORGE at tnusa.com.
Awesome. I'll put it down here for you to see. I'll put it in the description down below as well. If any of you guys is very wealthy and let's say is over the threshold of 300,000, it might be worth talking to Gavin. Gavin, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Pleasure speaking to you. Hey, I hope we can help. Even if it's not working with us, at least it'll give you some ideas. You can start thinking better about how to handle your crypto, your gains, and the laws that change every day, right? It's always something. They're always coming at you.